beauty of our next dish lies in its simplicity. Steamed asparagus with oil and lemon sauce. It's a typical dish from northern Italy, the Veneto region in fact, where it's served as antipasto or entree to a meal. Let me show you the ingredients here for this ultra-simple, ultra-delicious dish. Here's a very healthy-looking bunch of asparagus. There's actually 500 grams here, or about 1 pound. Over on our platter here, we have the juice of 1 large lemon, 3 tablespoons of virgin olive oil, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. We're going to freshly grind it out of our lovely grinder here. We're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg from our fresh nutmeg here. And on our cheese platter in the front here, we have some lovely Parmesan cheese. We're going to grate up about 4 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese to go on top of our hot asparagus. I must admit, asparagus is one of my favourite vegetables. It's interesting to note that asparagus was a very ancient vegetable, known even in the time of the Romans, where it was a very famous and popular item on their banquet tables. Now, to prepare our asparagus, we need to cut off the woody part at the bottom here. To tell where to cut, I generally bend it back like that, and wherever it cracks, that's a good place to cut. So let's take a very sharp knife here and cut off all that part. I'm not going to waste this, by the way. I'm going to pop this aside and use it for our vegetable stock. Now, on my burner here, I have a nice pot of hot water, which I just took off the boil a few minutes ago. And sitting inside it is a lovely vegetable steamer. Notice here, I've got an arrangement where the asparagus doesn't actually touch the boiling water, but it cooks by way of steam. That's also a much healthier way of cooking. It preserves the green colour, and it also preserves the vitamin content of your vegetables. When you buy asparagus, it's often wrapped up with a rubber band. You can't steam it with the rubber band on. Often the rubber band melts. I've retied this with a couple of pieces of string, and it's tied very tightly. This keeps your asparagus together, makes it very easy to steam it. So our steamer's coming to the boil here. Let's pop it in and put a lid on top, shall we? Well, while that's steaming away, we're going to make our sauce. Let's grab our bowl here. Let's combine some of our ingredients. We've got our virgin olive oil. This is a must for that true Italian flavour. Freshly squeezed lemon juice. There's our salt. It's interesting to note that today's lunch is low in calories and fats. Experts have recommended that our daily intake of calories should be made up of no more than 30% fats. This reduces our risk of heart disease and cancers. A vegetarian diet, as today's lunch demonstrates, is great for staying within those guidelines. So there's our sauce all done. Let's take a peek at our asparagus here now. It's looking wonderful. Let's give it the stab test here, shall we? Oh, butter soft. All right. It's time to come out. Let's very carefully lift up our delicate little bunch of asparagus here. Take it over to our platter. A very nice decorative platter here. Mother of pearl. Let's cut off our string here very carefully, like so. There's one. Very hot. The way to serve this, of course, is as soon as it's hot, put it onto a platter and rush it out to the guests. It's important to serve this as hot and steaming as possible. Now, while it's still hot, we have to very, very quickly pour our lemon and oil sauce all over, so like so. Ooh, what magnificence. Like so. And a little bit of nutmeg. What a divine fragrance. Incomparable. Some fresh black pepper. And some Parmesan cheese. For a wonderful, wonderful Italian entree. Asparagus with lemon and oil sauce.